Hello friends, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome back to another SeasonAthon announcement video. I am very blessed and excited to be sharing that we are back for yet another round of SeasonAthon. If you guys don't know what SeasonAthon is, it is a readathon that myself, Mel from Completely Melanie, and Clint from Reads Readers host every season. Winter, spring, summer, and fall, and this time it is time for our fall into reading-a-thon. I am so excited. We have so many fun things to share with you guys this time around, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So for this round of the SeasonAthon, it is going to be in September for 1 week only, so just for 1 week, and that'll be on September 20th through September 26th. So we have 6 exciting prompts for you guys to fulfill during that week. I'm going to talk about all of the prompts as well as give you some recommendations for prompts in case you need some help. But very quickly, I just want to say that if you guys are not already following Clint and Melanie, please go do so. I will leave all of their information down in the description box below, as well as go and watch their announcement videos, which will also be linked in the description box below, so that you can get some more recommendations as well as show them some love. So let's jump into the prompts. Prompt number 1 is school is in session, and that is to read the group book or buddy read a book. Just like every round of SeasonAthon, we do give you the option that if in case you don't want to read the group book, that you can buddy read a book. You can either do that with a friend, with us, with your family, however you like. In case you are interested in the group book, that is an option to fulfill all 6 prompts. However, I will say that I am super excited for this time's group book, as I am every time. So let's go ahead and show you what the group book is. Our group book is going to be Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzales. This book sounds like it's going to be such a cute, wonderful YA rom-com, and I'm really excited for it. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this has some LGBTQI+ representation in here as well. This one follows Darcy, who is anonymously like the school-wide relationship advice center. People put like letters in a specific locker, and then secretively she goes and reads them and helps people with their problems with their relationship. However, her sworn enemy at the school, Brockman, finds out about it, and he basically blackmails her into helping with his ex-girlfriend, winning her back, and he will keep her secret. There's also a friendship in here between two girls, Darcy and Brooke. So it just sounds like it's gonna be a really cute YA contemporary with a lot of layers, and I'm really excited for it. I love a good story like this, so hopefully you guys are excited to read this one. And just like every other SeasonAthon, we will have Sophie Gonzales, the author of the group book, on a live show. Things are a little bit different for this round's live show. The live show with Sophie Gonzales will be on Sunday, September 26th at 1 p.m. EST on Mel's channel, so make sure to join us for that one. However, we usually have a drunk live show that follows the author live show for our SeasonAthons, and that is no exception. We still will be having that. However, it will just be on a different day. So our drunk live show is actually going to be on September 25th at 8 p.m. EST on Mel's channel. If that is at all confusing, feel free to check it out in the description box below. All of the dates and times will be listed there, and if you have any questions, feel free to let us know. But this time we'll be having the after hours live show on the 25th, and then the author live show on the 26th. So just keep that in mind if you're excited to join us for both. That being said, let's jump into prompt number 2, and prompt number 2 is online learning, and that is to read an ebook or an audiobook. And normally I like to give recommendations for all of the prompts. However, I think this one is pretty open-ended. You can honestly read anything, anything that you find through your Libby app, through Kindle Unlimited, through Audible. Like, there's so many options. Hoopla, Scribd, so many options for audiobooks and ebooks. So however you choose to consume that format, you can do that, and any book works as long as it is one of those formats. Also, as you guys know, you can double up on prompts in this readathon. You can double up, triple up. You can use one book to cover all the prompts. It's totally up to you, but I will let you know that Perfect on Paper is on Scribd, so if you wanted to read the group book and fulfill that prompt, you could do that as well. Okay, prompt number 3 is Friday Night Lights, and that is to read a book featuring a competition or a game, sports, a spelling bee. You could honestly do anything. Any sort of competition works, but I do have some recommendations. Just like my usual format, I have 2 books that I have read, 2 books that I haven't, ones that I wholeheartedly recommend, and then some more that I'm excited to read alongside you. So if you want to go with something that is very clearly a game, you could do The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Obviously, game in the title. This one follows a game to win an inheritance from a family member. So I've heard really good things about this one. If you want to take the sports route, you could do The Deal by Elle Kennedy, or any books in the Off Campus and Briar U series by Elle Kennedy. They are all hockey romances, so there's some sort of sport in there. This one's stretching it a bit, but if you need to bend and stretch the rules to make it fit, we are totally on board with that. You could do Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. I feel like Truth or Dare is like a game competition type thing, and in this book they're doing some dares, so I feel like that works as well. And then one of my favorite tropes is a magical school competition, and you could do that with Nevermore, Jessica Townsend's first book in the Trials of Morgan Crow series. 100% love, adore the series, and I recommend it all the time. Prompt number 4 is Who Wants Candy Corn? Read a book with orange, white, or yellow on the cover, and or all of them if you have a book that fits that. Again, I feel like this one can work. There is some white on the cover. This is I feel like a version of orange maybe if you want to stretch it, but again, totally can double up, triple up on prompts if you would like. Now for some really fun recommendations, we have Felix Ever After by Case and Calendar. This is one of my favorite LGBTQI plus rep books. It's just so well done, and if you haven't already read it, I highly recommend. Obviously, it's like an orangey red. You have some yellow and white on the cover as well as white in the title, so this one definitely works. And then another one that I have read and adored, you could do The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. We have a small amount of orange up there at the top, and then some yellow and golds. The spine is also yellow, so definitely an option as well. And then 2 books that I'm really excited for. We have Fire with Fire by Destiny Soria. Again, we have orange, yellow, and white on the cover as well. Really excited for the Sister fantasy. And then I feel like a staple in the fantasy world, you could definitely pick up a Brandon Sanderson book. These are the UK editions. All of them are white. So if you don't have these editions, I'm sure there is some white on his covers or red or orange on his covers somewhere. But I felt like this would be a miss if I didn't recommend this one. Prompt number 5 is Pumpkin Spiced Lattes and Apple Picking, and that is to read a book with a food or beverage on the cover. For some reason, I always have a hard time finding books to recommend for these. I think that most of the ones that I read I don't end up keeping, but all the ones that I have today, unfortunately, have a beverage, but there's definitely options for ones with food on them on the cover as well. The first one that we have here is Song Below Water. Water is in the title. There's also like water bubbles on the front. Even though it's not in a cup, I feel like this one definitely works. This also has yellow as well as white on the cover, so if you want to use it to double up, that's an option as well. Then we have Would Like to Meet. There is a coffee cup right there with some coffee spilling out. Another romance that you could choose there. One of my favorite LGBTQI plus romances is Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. There is a tea mug and teapot, I couldn't think of the word, on the cover there. Definitely an option. Another LGBTQI plus romance, we have One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston, and again, she is holding a coffee cup there. And finally, prompt number 6, we have Beneath the Harvest Moon, Unleash Your Inner Beast and Read a Paranormal Book. Now, paranormal can be thought about in a couple different ways, so you could do a vampire romance. The Black Dagger Brotherhood is one of my favorite vampire adult romances that I've read in a really long time, so can definitely say that I love this one. If you want more of a YA twist, you could do Crave by Tracy Wolf. Again, vampires, but definitely something that is an option for you. If you're looking for more of a shifter paranormal romance, you could do Wolf Song by TJ Klune. This one obviously has werewolves. And then if you want to take paranormal in the total other aspect, you could do ghosts. So you could do Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. This is a really interesting, paranormally ghosty thriller book, and I really enjoyed this one. Alright, that is the end. That is all 6 prompts and all the information that you'll need for this readathon. I really hope that you guys are excited for this round of Fall Into Reading-a-thon. Again, just to reiterate, you can double up, triple up on prompts. The goal of this readathon is just to have fun and interact with the community. Make sure that if you are going to participate and you're going to do any TBRs, any vlogs, any Instagram or Twitter posts, that you tag us. We would love to see your guys' involvement in the readathon. Also, I will leave all of the Twitter information as well as the hashtag in the description box below so that you can tag all of that stuff so that we can make sure to look at all of your guys' posts and fun stuff. Let me know down below what you guys are planning on reading for these prompts. If you guys already have a TBR picked out, I would love to read those comments. Also, make sure that you go follow Clint and Mel on their channels as well as watch their announcement videos. But that is the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And of course, leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.